Archangel Michael, says, "Your bloodline is connected to legends. You got separated from them because of divine intervention meant to protect you. This revelation isn't random. You've been guided here because it's time for you to know the truth about your heritage." The feeling of being different that's followed you throughout your life finally makes sense. Your spiritual DNA carries the signature of greatness that was hidden until this moment. The universe has aligned perfectly to bring you this message about who you truly are. Your legendary ancestors have been waiting for this reunion. This bloodline revelation isn't just interesting information. It holds the power to transform your entire understanding of yourself and your purpose here. What you're about to discover will explain abilities you've always had but couldn't understand. Take a deep breath, because this ancestral truth is about to reconnect you with gifts that have been dormant within you. Your soul has always known something was missing, a piece of your identity that felt just beyond reach. The legendary connection you carry explains the strange dreams, the unusual talents, and the feeling of being meant for something more. When you understand which legends flow in your veins, everything about your journey will suddenly make perfect sense. Your spirit recognizes this truth already, and the timing of this message is divinely perfect. The stars and guardians of your bloodline have aligned to bring you back to your rightful heritage. If you're ready to receive this ancestral revelation, type Amen now and prepare your heart to reconnect with the legendary power that is your birthright. Let this ancient energy flow through you once more and awaken the dormant gifts within your DNA. Your readiness opens the gateway to your true lineage. Archangel Michael whispers, "The separation from your legendary bloodline was not an accident but a sacred protection. There was a moment when divine forces intervened to temporarily disconnect you from your powerful ancestry. This separation wasn't punishment, it was preservation. Your bloodline carries abilities and knowledge that certain forces wanted to control or eliminate. The divine stepped in to shield you by hiding the very energy signature that marks you as special. You've been moving through life disconnected from your true spiritual heritage, feeling the echo of something powerful but unable to name it. But the guardians of your bloodline have been watching, waiting for the moment when it was safe to reveal your connection. That time is now. The veils between you and your legendary ancestors are finally thin enough to cross. Like this video to activate the dormant bloodline energy within you. This simple action signals to the universe your readiness to reclaim your heritage. You're stepping into the vibration of your ancestors, and this message is your invitation to remember. Let this moment anchor you in the truth of your legendary origins. The blood of greatness isn't just a metaphor, it's the actual spiritual inheritance flowing through your veins right now. The legends connected to your bloodline aren't ordinary tales. They're records of actual spiritual achievements and abilities. Your ancestors were known for their connection to higher realms, their ability to bridge worlds, and manifest through intention. They understood universal laws that most humans have forgotten. You felt the whispers of these abilities in moments. When you knew things you shouldn't know, when you sensed energies others couldn't detect. These weren't coincidences, they were your legendary blood awakening briefly. Your unexplained interests in certain ancient cultures, specific symbols that have always drawn you, even your natural talents. These are all echoes of your true lineage trying to reach you. The fire of your ancestors burns within you, even though it was temporarily dimmed for your protection. This heritage isn't from ordinary bloodlines, but from those who walked between worlds and communed with the divine. The separation from your legendary bloodline became necessary during a time of great spiritual warfare. Forces that sought to control humanity's evolution targeted special bloodlines like yours. Your ancestors made the painful decision to energetically disconnect you from the ancestral memory, hiding your spiritual signature. This wasn't abandonment. It was the greatest act of love. By temporarily severing the conscious connection to your lineage, they ensured the bloodline would survive undetected. The divine orchestrated events that placed you in circumstances where your true nature would remain hidden until the right time. Some of your life challenges were actually protective measures, keeping you from drawing attention before you were ready. The loneliness, the feeling of not belonging, these were side effects of the necessary separation. But all along, invisible. Guardians watched over you, waiting for the moment when the stars would align for reunion. Archangel Michael says, "The blood of legends never loses its power. It only waits for recognition." The weight of disconnection has limited your abilities and kept you from accessing your full spiritual inheritance. This moment is your ancestral reawakening. Type 777 to reactivate the dormant DNA coding of your legendary bloodline. This number sequence opens the gateway for your ancestors to be recognized by your consciousness once more. Your heritage is reaching across time to reclaim you as their own. If you wish to strengthen this reconnection further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $50. This energy exchange is recognized by your ancestors and helps clear the pathways between your consciousness and theirs. The universe is restoring what was temporarily hidden from you. This is your moment of ancestral awakening. The guardians of your bloodline have watched and waited, hoping for this safe time to reveal your connection to them. They've seen you struggle with questions about your purpose, wondering why you've always felt different from those around you. But the divine has spoken, and the time for reunion has arrived. This legendary connection isn't just fascinating history. It's the key that unlocks your next level of spiritual development. It's confirmation that your soul's unusual journey makes perfect sense. You've felt the pull of something ancient calling to you, haven't you? That's because your cellular memory has been trying to remind you of who you really are. You're more powerful than you know, and this bloodline reconnection will only make you stronger. Your legendary bloodline was hidden from you because of a cosmic agreement made for your protection. Ancient powers sought to eliminate those carrying specific spiritual coding within their DNA, coding that allows humans to access higher dimensions and manifest at extraordinary levels. Your ancestors were among those who could communicate directly with divine realms, heal with their energy, and see beyond the veils of illusion. When these gifts became targets, the Divine Council created a sacred plan to preserve these bloodlines. They scattered descendants like you, placing energetic shields around your true identity. This separation happened on a soul level before you were even born into this life. Your ancestors agreed to this temporary disconnection, knowing that when the cosmic timing was right, when Earth's vibration could support the re-emergence of these gifts, you would be guided back to the truth. That time is now. The planet has reached the frequency where your legendary blood can safely awaken. Type 11 to affirm your readiness to reclaim your legendary bloodline heritage. You are protected and supported by Archangel Michael as the veils between you and your ancestors thin. The ancestors themselves stand ready to be acknowledged, waiting on the other side of your recognition. This ancient connection requires your conscious acceptance to fully activate. Your strength is greater than you know. It has been hidden within your very cells, waiting for this divine moment of remembering who you truly are. As your legendary bloodline reactivates, you are surrounded by divine protection. Archangel Michael places a shield of blue light around you, ensuring that the awakening of your ancestral gifts unfolds at the perfect pace. Your ancestors themselves form a circle of protection, guiding the process of reconnection. This bloodline isn't awakening by accident. It's part of a divine plan for Earth's evolution. Certain souls with specific spiritual heritage are remembering their origins now because these gifts are needed. Your unusual experiences throughout life were preparation for this moment. Trust that you won't receive more than you can handle. The dormant abilities within your DNA will activate gradually, allowing you to integrate each gift with grace and understanding. The legendary bloodline flowing through you carries specific, spiritual gifts that explain abilities you've had glimpses of throughout your life. Your natural intuition, those moments of knowing things before they happen, come from your ancestors' ability to move beyond linear time. The strange dreams of ancient places reflect actual soul memories trying to surface. Your unexplained draw toward certain symbols, colors, or cultures isn't random. It's your blood recognizing its origins. Some of you feel energy in your hands, experience unusual synchronicities, or connect deeply with nature, all signatures of your heritage. Others have healing abilities that emerged without training, creative talents that seem to come from nowhere, or the capacity to understand complex spiritual concepts instinctively. These aren't coincidences or imagination. They're your legendary blood awakening, your spiritual DNA remembering itself despite the temporary veil placed for protection. Type 444 to align with the divine blueprint of your bloodline heritage. Each step you take after this revelation will be guided by both divine and ancestral protection. Your path forward has always been watched over, but now it can be consciously walked with power. Archangel Michael says, "There is no force greater than a soul who remembers their true lineage." This remembering has waited for precisely this moment, when you could fully receive and embody your ancestral truth. Reconnecting with your legendary bloodline requires specific steps to ensure proper awakening. First, acknowledge the truth resonating in your heart as you hear these words. Your body knows this heritage. Feel the response within as your cells recognize their origins. Second, set the intention to remember who you truly are. This conscious choice accelerates the thinning of veils between you and your ancestors. Third, pay attention to new abilities or heightened senses that emerge in coming days. These are ancestral gifts reactivating. Fourth, trust your dreams and intuitive hits. Your ancestors often communicate through these channels first. Finally, understand that this awakening isn't about ego or special status. It's about service. Your legendary bloodline carries responsibilities along with its gifts. You've been hidden and protected until now because your abilities are meant to help during this crucial time on Earth. This revelation about your legendary bloodline heals the spiritual amnesia that's caused you to feel disconnected, different, or out of place. The unexplained longing, the sense that you should remember something important. These wounds close as you recognize your true heritage. This knowledge creates unity between your human experience and spiritual inheritance, bridging worlds just as your ancestors did. Type 888 to claim the healing and ancestral unity flowing into your life. This number sequence activates abundance and completion, helping you finish the cycle of separation that began long ago. The divine has been weaving your path back to your legendary origins with perfect timing and grace. You're exactly where you need to be, remembering exactly what was temporarily hidden for your protection. Your blood knows the way home. As you move forward carrying the knowledge of your legendary bloodline, you are never alone. The ancestors you've been separated from stand with you now, their wisdom and gifts flowing through your awakening DNA. Archangel Michael says, "You are stronger than you realize because the strength of legends flows in your veins." The divine protected your lineage throughout time for this moment of remembering. Doors that once seemed closed will open as your true spiritual signature activates. Trust the process of remembering. It unfolds in divine timing. Your legendary heritage has found you again, completing the circle that was temporarily broken for your protection. Welcome home.